welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Wildcats of Kentucky. Now to my guys in the booth, take it away.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. To throw, it's Jordan. Fires to the right. It's caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Man, it's nice to have a weapon like that. A receiver playing running back. A guy that you feel so comfortable with that you can slip him out of the backfield, let him run that angle. He sticks his foot in the ground, creates separation, and makes a big play for this offense. Nice versatility by the running back.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Kentucky! A great catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It'll be a draw. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Hurts. Got his man on the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Hoosiers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Rucker. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Rucker. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try the run, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Caught over the middle, it's Jordan. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll pull it down, and he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it. And one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. finds the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Jordan. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's got an open man. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Well, that's one the defender would love to have back. Great coverage there on the corner route. That's a 50-50 ball. He just has to do a better job high-pointing it at the top. The receiver beat him to the ball and made a big play.
This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Kentucky going quickly. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Dropping back, it's Jordan. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Indiana, 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Right on target this time. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Throwing right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. Oh, he's got some space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
21 on the play.
And that's just inexcusable if you're on defense there, man. It's 3rd and long. You've worked so hard to get to that point, right? To put yourself in position to come off the field, and you're going to allow a check down throw to the running back to go pick up that first? Man, that's going to drive this defensive coordinator crazy.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease...
Touchdown, Indiana! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, trusting your quarterback in these situations is huge, and you could tell they trusted him, and he delivered right before the half, the chance to take the lead and take all the momentum.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to pass, it's Jordan. The short hands, it's Jordan. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, still looking. It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Kentucky right back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He's turning it loose into the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Hurts. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Find space on the right. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The run to the left. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Got a man. It's Rucker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
The Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Hurts. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First takeaway of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Sparks. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Punts it out of the air. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Offense facing.
We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He's got it, 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quickly to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Looking downfield, it's Jordan. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the catch. It's Green. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick toss.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And the Hoosiers can really attack on this second and short. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. Let's see what they've got on second down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Hurts. Steps away. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job closing in on him and getting him on the ground.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, and you really wanted that first down. Time is not your friend right now. You better come to the line with a good thought process because that clock is ticking.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Jordan. Here's a throw downfield late. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires toward the target. Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floating away. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one, as they'll come up short in this game.